I'm Jack. This is my 2020 Supra. It's on air, as you can see. I don't drive it like that. On some Tekoa forged two-piece SLM 555s. The first thing I ever drove was a van. So we had at work, we had a spare van, and I jumped in that, and it was an absolute bus. Sketchy as hell, because I had 2 seats bolted down and that's it. Being 18-year-old, being a young idiot, I went out and bought a Clio. So 200 brake, Clio Sport, that kind of thing. Nearly killed me more times than I can count in like the first week. And I paid up, like, it's a £5 car, I paid nearly that in insurance. It was mad. But I've still got it. It's a race car. I stripped it, gutted it. But yeah, first thing was a Clio. Dumb, but it got me introduced to this kind of stuff. I was working on a site in Sheffield one day and I just drove down and there was a yellow one, like the first one I'd ever seen. And it was just sat there, I'm like, that's cool as hell. That's what I want. You know, it wasn't so much a built up dream, because to be honest, like everybody else, I didn't really like them when they first came out. I thought they didn't really do what they did to the Mark IV. And then I saw that one, I'm like, actually, you know what, no, that's cool as hell. And just by fluke, I was looking for a Mark IV at the same time. And looked at it, everybody was wanting like 50 grand for one that was dead. And I walked in Toyota one day and I said, look, what would you do? Partex my old car, I had an M3. They said, what would you do? Partex that one. And they said, yeah, we'll give you this much. They paid me more than I paid for it 2 years before. And they said, yeah, you can have it next week. I was like, well, okay, yeah, I ain't gonna turn that down. At 21-year-old, it's mad. So yeah, it was a bit of a accident, to be honest. I knew I wanted these wheels, basically it was Gravity 2 years ago actually. It's, yeah, 2021. When Tekoa first released the SLM 555s on Jordan, who runs Slam's car on his R8. They just look perfect. To see it on a black car and to be able to like see mine with those on and kind of look at it that way, I was in love. I mean, Tekoa did a massive job with these. They look absolutely mental. And you know, a big shout out to Isaac for sorting it out, because it's unreal. So a little rundown on the car. It's, as you can see, on airlift 3P, Airride all the way around, auto ID, lower carbon kit, street under wing, things like that. That's kind of the exterior ones. Obviously the SLM 555s, they're the pièce de résistance of the entire thing. But under the bonnet, it is a stage 3 tune, so it's got full titanium intakes and charge pipes. It's D-Cart, Miltech exhaust all the way back. Makes circa 450 brake, so it boogies, it spins the tyres when it needs to. Colour matched engine covers, Cusco bracers, obviously carbon mirror caps. It's a build, but it's not ridiculously mental. You know, there's a lot more scope for things to be done, really. So eventually, really, what I want to do is, it's kind of where it is now. I don't really want to go the full wide body kind of thing. As much, you know, if I had unlimited funds and it wasn't, you know, money no object, that kind of thing, that would be sort of where I would look. But at the minute, it's kind of somewhat done. I know over the winter, there's going to be a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of something just to kind of, I want to do an exhaust, build my own stuff, you know, just basically get it sat perfect for next year. And then come the end of winter, when I'm happy with it, that's kind of, for now, where it's going to be. Obviously after that, where it goes, I'm not sure. It's, you know, I'm stoked with it as it is, to be honest, and it just needs those little bit of tweaks and fine touches. So I honestly want to keep it for as long as I can. It's one of those cars that I don't think is ever going to get, you know, it's a timeless car. It's never going to get boring. It's never going to get undersold. And I think it's one of those where, especially with now the ramping down production and stuff, it's just going to go more and more and more, and they're going to get rarer. No doubt petrol and all this kind of stuff's going to get that expensive that I can't, but if it then means it sits in a garage for the next 20 years, so be it.